Hello everybody and welcome to the Genshin Impact live stream. How are you doing this wonderful Monday? Hello Necro Leviathan and Addicted Gamer. I hope you're having a wonderful day. That will become better to towards my live stream. Okay, today we have a Monday. And they haven't condensed too much resin, so I should be fine on resin. We can start a prediction for weekly bosses. Also, I will try to remember to actually do the cryo one in co-op. The cryo shield one. Also, I do just so happen to have a 10 pool. I'm on 9 PT. I mean, if I were to get like a 19 PT C1 Flins, I wouldn't say no, even if it ruins my guarantee for Durin. Because my guarantee for Nefer would stay, even if I use my guarantee now. Because I have two guarantees lined up, right, because of capturing Radiance. A little 10 pool never hurt anyone. Okay, of course I'm not gonna get lucky, come on. Can I just get like 3 Inos? I mean, I already have Inos C6, it would just be funny to get multiple Inos now. Because a lot of people are trying for more Ino. Okay, no, we got the flute. Okay, that's the worst 10 pool possible. Okay, yeah, sure. That's what the game has to say for my tries at, you know, actually pulling something. Okay, we gotta act fast. We gotta act quick. I have less than 2 hours before I cap out on resin, right? Which isn't like, it's not that little. But if I forget myself in like ore farming or whatever, yeah, it's less than 2 hours. Could be dangerous. Ooh, his attacks have like a cool sound when he plunges. Pretty sure this is like unique to him. Yeah, this is like a totally different, like this is the regular polearm plunge sound effect. Whoops. Come on. Regular polearm plunge. Flings plunge. And you know what's the worst? When you press it, you can't even plunge. It's forbidden. Why? Why? It would have been so funny to play him with Xian Yun, even if it wouldn't be good. And also just like, sometimes a boss requires you to plunge to interact with their mechanics. It's really sucks. And it's only ever males. It's only ever male characters who get this you cannot plunge treatment. Child, Ayato, Flames. I think there was somebody else. Oh, come on, Zakai. Screw you. I'm not even sure why. Like, I get Child, because this was very early on into Genshin's life. And he had like an entire unique set of abilities. Like he had two entire unique sets of abilities, so maybe they just couldn't really get the plunge animation right. Right, I can understand that. He has unique weapons. So I can excuse Child. For Ayato, there is the like hold left click. Like when he uses his E, he cannot charge attack. Instead, if you hold left click with Ayato, he just does normal attack. So I guess this is kind of the reason, but this doesn't really make too much sense, the inability to plunge. With Ayato a bit less excusable, and with Flaze it's like, you still have the weapon, it's just enhanced. Why can't you plunge now? Yeah, there is zero excuse for this. Would Xian Yun be like too good for him? Nah, she wouldn't. His attacks do so little damage. Like the regular attacks, it's all lunar charged. Maybe Xian Yun could be... Nah, I don't think Xian Yun would be better than Sucrose. She could be like second best or something maybe. Because, you know, she gives like flat damage bonuses and stuff like that to plunges, so like... He could do some damage. Let's go I-Note for the bouncy. Also, hello Delete Hero. Not sure if I said hello Delete Hero already or not. Maybe I have. Does means do more damage than Varesa? With Inefa, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, but it's very close. They're very similar. He probably does a bit more if he has Inefa and a bit less if he doesn't. One upside that Varesa has is more team flexibility. Because you can play Xianyun Plunge stuff or you can play Overload. Those are like the two good teams. Although, honestly, having two good teams or one good team isn't really all that different. Because like, if Flins has one team, Lunar Charge, Varesa can play either. I mean, I guess you can put Inefa with Varesa as well, but it doesn't really make it... Putting Varesa with Inefa doesn't really make it a Lunar Charge team. It's just a Xianyun team, but with Inefa as a sub DPS. So yeah, Varesa has two teams, Overload or Xianyun. Usually with Furina, and then one flex slot. What's the combo for Flins? You press your E, you press your E again, then you do like 1 or 2 attacks, then you do your mini burst, then you attack until your second E is ready, then you do the mini burst again, then you do like 1 more string, and then you switch out. The reason why you attack at the very start and the reason why you attack at the end is to just generate more particles. Because the way Flins generates energy is similar to Skirk, it's just during his E, whenever he hits enemies with normal attacks, he generates particles with like a cooldown. So that's why you want to like attack immediately at the start, and that's why you want to do some attacks at the end. It's more energy this way. But the most important thing is to do your E into secondary E into burst, the mini burst, twice. As long as you do that twice in a rotation, it doesn't really matter all that much what else you are doing. I think his optimal like normal attack string when you are waiting for a second skill is to do like 4 and dash. I think this is what you do, because I think the fifth one is pretty slow. But it's like very minor difference. Because like 3/4 of his damage are in the bursts. So what you do with the normal doesn't really affect his overall output all that much. But sometimes, if like an enemy survives at like 1 HP after your second burst, maybe having a better normal attack string could have been slightly helpful to just dish out a tiny bit of extra damage. Also, if you are somehow getting a lot of damage bonus, maybe there is an Abyss with electro damage bonus in it, right? I'm pretty sure current Abyss on floor 11 gives you like 60% electro damage bonus. If you would play him there, then using his normals would be a bit more relevant. So like, I mean, you still do the same number of normal attacks, you don't do more of them, but just having an optimal rotation, right? So like the N4 dash instead of just spamming N5s or something like that. Hello, Sayonara. Also, if you play him with Yansan, so if you don't have enough, one of his better teammates is Yansan. What you can do is just like do a normal attack and then like run around and then do a normal attack and then run around, stuff like that. And this way you like keep a higher Yansan buff. Good thing I have Lauma, because this electro guy would have been annoying otherwise. Oh, they just died already? Okay. Okay, daily commission rewards. Honestly, it's more convenient. Yeah. To be honest, I wouldn't bother with Yansan. Even if she can be slightly better in theory. It's just kinda annoying. You use up a lot of stamina for all the dashes. Or run or Fischl. Fischl for single target or run for AoE. Are really the best options if you don't need healing. I guess one upside of Yansan is that she gives like a tiny bit of healing. It's not much, but it's better than Sustainless. If you're getting hit pretty rarely, it's enough to just like keep you healthy and not just like get chipped away over time. Pretty sure this is an artifact spot, right? Yes. Okay, let's first spend some of my resin here, because this high amount of resin makes me uneasy. We're farming artifacts. I'll actually do this domain for the very first time. Apparently after you do it, Fleens can come and greet you. I've never done it once in my life, because I've only farmed Stygian Onslaught ley lines. So what are we even fighting here? Oh, Wild Hunt enemies. And if you have at least one Notcry, you get 200 EM. Nascent Gleam is one Notcry. You're going on holiday for 10 days in October. Nice. So, this month. I will be going to a convention, I think at the end of November. I need to check though. It might be the end of October. I think it's the end of November. I hope it wasn't the end of September. Nah, definitely not the end of September. Imagine I checked the date and like already happened 2 weeks ago. Whoops. Right, 1st November actually. Then it's not October. Okay, that is super fast. Way faster than the other one. So, even if I use 40, I still get the double bonus. And it consumes 2 double reward chances. That's pretty cool. Speeds this up quite a bit. Bad. Garbage. Unplayable. What even is it? I mean, this is EMER? Nah, it's a 3-liner with double flat stats. If you're doing Abyss and exit out and obtain better artifacts and click on Continue Abyss, will your artifacts be updated? No. You need to restart your run. You miss over half your dailies? Oh my god. How can you live with yourself after such a blunder? Oops, I wanted to switch to Aino, but I didn't. Okay. I guess I will still spend 40. I've left with 120, then I spend 90, I have 30 left. I guess no, okay, I'll spend 20 because I want to do an Aino boss. I could use the condensed resin here though. But yeah, let's just spend 20. It's time to pull a Hydro Intergas. Are you gonna like actually be somewhere without signal? Is it like some middle of the forest kind of stuff? Hello, Molonek. Or are you just gonna be so busy with fun activities that you won't have time for your phone? Even though technically you'd be able to do stuff. So do I spend the resin here or do I buy talent books? I just spend it here. I'm already here. Can I just do this actually? Yeah, okay. That's cool. I can speed up every other run. It was not planned by you. I mean, surely you can do your dailies though, no? EM Sans? Nah. You got your Mavica Burst Lieutenant Cloning skill done and you are struggling more than before? What? A bit got harder after you got higher skill levels. I don't think that's how it should work. I don't think that's how it should work. Cloning got nerfed. There is actually a way in which a character can get nerfed in Abyss. It didn't happen here because it's not the first of the month, but whenever we have, whenever we get a new theater, the characters who are like the starting characters in theater, right? It's the starting ones. They get a 20% buff to all stats in all modes. So it also includes Abyss. The characters who are featured in theater Get buffs even in Abyss. Is it the special guests? I think it's the starter ones, or is it both? Whatever. There is a group of characters that get buffs from theater. So if you are doing Abyss at the end of the month, and then a new month begins, your character might have gotten nerfed, or might have gotten buffed, if the buffs have changed. Who's a special guest? I will check in a sec who is buffed now, because you can see on your character's stats screen. Or just spend the resin. Ooh, yes, that's pretty nice. Too bad it's not on the other set. Would be a perfect, like almost perfect as a 3-liner. Never had with crit damage EM. You don't care about any other stats. Actually, you want a crit damage hat, not a crit rate hat. Yeah, whatever. Your shuriken clear though? Very nice. The buffs but just for reactions? I mean, the reaction buffs are for theater only. The featured characters get buffed globally. And I'm pretty sure it's 20% of all stats, like, you know, HP, defense, attack. Ooh, that could be nice. Oh, this you'll be in an area with no signal, okay. I mean, Abyss has buffs, but like, each rotation. Oh! So it's not Flinch, it's Yehoda. Could either of them appear? But okay, before I talk to her, I know Varesa. Yeah, those are the starter characters. Yeah. Yeah, those are the characters you start with. Attack, HP, and defense are increased by 20%. This effect will take this will take effect both inside and outside the theater. It should work in Stygian as well, right? I guess if you're using Yelan for the... If you're using Yelan or Varesa... Wait, could I clear the Drake with a 20% attack buff Varesa? Probably not, no. Like Varesa Mabuika. New anecdote, let's go! I knew I'm missing one with Yehoda.
これ以上進んじゃいけない。でもあの猫をまだ見つけられてない。このまま戻ったら姉さんに報告ができないぞ。くそー、あのバカ猫め。
Yehoda?
びっくりした。ちょうどいいとこに来てくれた。ここら辺で黒と白のしましまの猫を見なかったか？首には青いリボンもつけてて尻尾が大きい。
That's a long tail. I can say I have.
そうだよ。くそー。姉さん、今日何をひらめいたのか、急に猫探しをしろって与えに行ってきて、しかも周囲に気をつけろって。猫探しなら直接教会に依頼すればいいじゃないか。
Nah, this is the first time. I've never done this domain before.
毎日猫探ししてるんだから得意分野だろう。
You can only do this, you can only get this anecdote after you have cleared the artifact domain. I have never been here before. Not once in my life.
でも絶対にあたいが行かなきゃダメって言うんだよ。この辺りをずっとぐるぐるしてたけど、猫の毛一本見当たらない。手ぶらで帰ったらまた怒られるかもな。ダメだ、話してる場合じゃない。猫探しの続きに行かないと。おーい、猫どこにいるんだ。
I think Flints can also just like go up here. We'll see another day though. We'll see like tomorrow or the day after. I guess if I get it tomorrow, I'll just get it off stream. Can Flints use March as a hunter? You play him with Furina, yes. But Furina is kinda cope as a Flints teammate. So what advice against that? Oh, we're doing no damage when I didn't apply Hydra. I do need to always go to Aino first. Flynn's Hyper Bloom. This is actually like a semi-legit team. I wouldn't play this in any like endgame content or anything. This is just an exploration team, like a friendship team. But yeah, Llama is not the worst Flynn's teammate. It's more like if you don't have Inefa, and for some reason your Aino is like, I don't know, taken in another team or something, then you play Llama for the double not cry. Like that's the one real use case, but everybody has Aino, and Flynn's needs Aino the most, so you should always play Aino with Flynn's. There is no reason not to. But yeah, if for some reason, like, I don't know, your account gets hacked and your Aino gets removed and you are playing Furina with your Flynn's, you could play Marechuse, but it is worse than the not cray set. And Furina is worse than Aino. Yeah, Flynn's is pretty unplayable without Hydro. Although one fun thing about this, so like, he's chained to Electrocharge teams. He needs to play a Hydro character, but those teams usually are not the best. Like other Electro characters will not willingly play a Taser team usually, unless the boss is like very weak to Electrocharged, like the Cactus or the Knuckle Ducky. But there are cases. So like, the teams are worse because you need to slot in Hydro, but they are good anyways because Flynn's is balanced around this. Like, Flynn's makes up for having to run worse teams because he's a good character. But there are some enemies, for example the Tulpa, that are inherently Hydro. And Flynn's doesn't need to have a Hydro teammate. It's not like Skerk, who like explicitly needs only Hydro and Cryo teammates, right? It doesn't matter what reaction you proc, you just need Hydro and Cryo teammates. Flynn's just needs Hydro to exist in some form. So if you are fighting enemies in the rain, or they are in the water, or if you are facing a Hydro Tulpa, you can play Overload Flynn's and there is still Hydro, so you still get the Lunar charges and you still get a buffed burst. And then Overload Flynn's versus an enemy that already has a Hydro aura, like Hydro Tulpa, is like the best team in the game, and it's not even close. Okay, actually it might be kinda close to like Movuika, because Movuika is kinda obscene, but still. It's the best team in the game and it's pretty funny. Okay, let's do one Knuckle Ducky clear for my Aino. What is Flynn's, Aino, Nahida and Ororon? Is that a good team? No. Nahida is pretty terrible. Even Llama is scope. Just play an Anemo character. Sucrose if you want damage, or Lanyan if you want sustain, or any other Anemo healer if you don't have Lanyan and want sustain. In this team it would be like Inefa who mostly targets cores, but Flynn's also can. His burst has pretty big AoE. Ororon cannot target cores unless with his... Like, Ororon can only target cores with his burst. So if that's down, he cannot, because the damage just happens at an enemy, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Flynn's would get it with his attacks. But like, yeah, it's not amazing. It's just a cope option. Here we go. The event Claymore only gives Aino herself EM. The only Claymores she could play to buff the team are Favonius, Makhaira, Aquamarine, or Gravestone. But Gravestone is unreliable, Aquamarine is pretty cope. So like Favonius is the best option if you want to buff your teammates, but just giving them more energy. But just getting the instant energy on Aino is also pretty nice. I do like this for Stygian Onslaught especially. You just press 1E, you have your burst. It really matters, for example, against the Fatui guy. He sets up the shield at the start in Stygian Onslaught, and if you cannot break the shield, you die, and you lose. And if you are playing Flynn's, you need Hydro on the enemy to deal any damage. And by having this weapon, you just press E and you get your burst instantly, as long as you do trigger a reaction. So that's pretty lovely. For Abyss, I would play Favonius, or even Makhaira, just for the lulz. But yeah, this is very good for Stygian, and if you are good for Stygian, you are good for Abyss as well, so you don't need to like change your equipment for Abyss unless you are doing Abyss speedruns or something. So we can spend 40, I have 90 left. I'm actually calculating and managing my resin for this week's weekly bosses. Got a new monitor today, very nice. Is it an OLED? Or is it just like an LCD panel or something? Is it anything against Hydra bosses? Tinari is pretty good with Furina, so... Tinari doesn't suffer as much from having to play a Hydro character in his team. You specifically didn't want an OLED. Oh, interesting. Why? I could understand not wanting an OLED because they are more expensive, but just like... specifically avoiding OLEDs, why would that be? Okay, so... I could probably start doing the bosses, especially because I do want to do this one in co-op. Burning is fake. Burning is pretty fake. Even like worst case scenario, like light mode, static images, 16 hours per day, there is barely any burning. So yeah, I mean, if you just wanted, if you just cared more about like the resolution and refresh rate and just wanted a slightly cheaper option, sure, fine. But yeah, when it comes to like the specs, there is no reason to not want an OLED. So yeah, we are going match. This is gonna be pretty spooky, because if you really want like Escoffier Kirk here, but if people pick some random garbage. I mean, we'll see. So do I go like Skirk or Escoffier? Everybody wants to go Fleens. If they're going Fleenses, I can't go Skirk, but we would really could use a Cryo character. I might go Escoffier even if we... I might go Escoffier just so that we have Cryo up and healing. It's kinda cope to play a healer, but we need one. Somebody needs to be a healer. And we do need Cryo up. What would be my other options? Charlotte. Or some other. Yeah, that would be even worse. Oh, that's a bad scare. The Nubia would have been so much better. Now our only Hydro up is Molani. Oh, that switch was nasty, man. That switch made our team so much worse. Okay, just gotta hope for the best. I guess at least I'm getting more energy. Oh, we actually need to engage with this mechanic. Some absolute garbage before. Man, our energy generation is horrible somehow. How are we generating so little energy? I probably should have saved my burst for second base. It's fine. And I guess the Skirk... Nah, the Skirk is pretty bad because of the flames. I'll wait for the others to start? Okay. Because you can wait for cooldowns here. You don't get the cutscene when you do this in co-op, unfortunately. Ouch! I died! Oh my god! Oh, that's sad. How did I die? Oh no, now my team doesn't have a healer. Oh, that's bad. Well, I guess it's kinda my fault we lost then. Whoopsie! Whoopsie daisy. Should have stayed behind and not gotten hit.
舞
Huh?
台効果も大切よ。我々は一人で戦ったりしない。
Whoopsie daisy. Now it's only the two of us left. Wait, we're not gonna do this with two characters only. No, this is not happening. Okay, the people are still here. They just left the domain. Are we trying again? Okay, let's go. I need to play safer this time. I will still go Escoffier. Probably. Man, the Mulan is so bad though. You know what? I could do like Xian Yun. Nah, we need Cryo up. Man, if somebody was Cryo, I could go Xian Yun and at least like do something more fun. But we need Cryo up for the second phase. Okay, I just need to make sure I don't get hit. As long as I survive, I can heal up the rest. I don't even need to attack the enemy's second phase. I guess the last time we had the Scarix, so that was extra energy for me. Now my energy generation is much worse. Oh, I died again. Okay, I'm just... Okay, I need to leave, man. I need to leave here ASAP. You don't know me. That was skill issue, that was skill issue. I'm not a co-op player. Who is this person? What is this, man? What are these moon runes? Okay, okay. Now I'm gonna be like a good player. Like, I don't want to on-field Escoffier, but like, we need some cryo. Oh yeah, if this guy is a Riodesli main, that's so much better, man. This is so much better already. I'm gonna go Xian Yun and have fun. Surely I won't die this time. Oh, I missed all my E's, I have no energy now. That's a bit of a shame. Oh, it's this phase. You can't climb up here. I do not dash too much. I dash too much and then I don't have stamina. I should walk. Use the forbidden strategy of walking. And just use dash to dodge attacks. Also I can plant. You're late for the Gamba, big L. And why don't the people actually take damage with my burst? And me, I am people. Here we go. Save the Riodesli. Let's try to focus on the queen.
舞台効果も大切よ
Are we freezing? Are we be freezing? Apply cryo! Nice, we did it! We are winning! Okay, stop dashing. Why am I dashing non-stop? No.
舞台はま
Because these characters have nothing to do. They have nothing to do, so I'm just spamming dash, man.
発想の風痛がっちゃいない
I do regenerate energy when I plunge, actually. From my signature, right? Oh shoot, be careful. I cannot take damage.
千人のご高齢だどの目が出る突然舞台はまだ終わってない
And then you get 0 damage.
捕まえた八方の風羽ばたか
Easy clap, first try. I have never failed this boss before. You can confirm, Sid, right? You came here and I just cleared this boss first try. I didn't get a knight, man. How did I... I got a rook and a queen, but I couldn't get a knight again? At least we got a solvent. And a huge dilemma. So you have a decent flints, flower feather suns, crafted. And off-piece goblet, very nice goblet, but absolutely no suns. You just said you had crafted suns. So next time the transmuter resets, should you craft a crit damage hat or just craft a new attack goblet and use an off-piece hat? It is a pretty tough call. Crafting an attack piece, crafting an attack goblet feels slightly worse than crafting an EM or damage bonus goblet, because EM goblets are the rarest, so if you like want a piece for Nefer or something, crafting an EM goblet definitely a good idea. Damage bonus goblets also kinda rare, because there are so many different damage bonuses, but attack is more common, so it feels bad, but... it's still not easy to get a good attack goblet. Goblets are more expensive to craft though. Goblets cost 4 elixirs and hats cost 3. So if it doesn't matter to you... Actually no, because... You have 10, I mean yeah, but you will run out eventually. Wait, so you crafted a hat, right? Is that what you crafted? Or have you crafted suns? You crafted suns, okay. So now it's you either craft a goblet, play an offset hat, or craft a hat, play an offset goblet. Right? The good thing about a hat is that crit hats are very universal. And also, like I said, it's cheaper by 25%. So if you just happen to roll like a lot of EM by accident, maybe if you pull Nefer one day, you could play that on her. Or anybody else who will play this set will also want a crit hat. Like everybody who plays this set wants a crit hat, crit damage hat. Because this set gives you 30 crit rate. You only ever play this set if you are a character who likes crit. You already have a lot of crit rate, so you always play crit damage. Every character who plays this set plays crit damage. As for the goblets, so far Flints wants attack, and Nefer wants EM. And if you play like skill damage Lauma, burst Lauma, you also want EM. If you play this, you can play this set on characters who are not from Notkai. You can play this on like Arlecchino if you play Inefa Aino with her. And then you don't pyro damage bonus, right? So goblets can vary. Everybody plays the same hat. So crafting a hat is probably better. It also depends on your quality of like of your off pieces. What is better for you? Your off piece hats or off piece goblets? You do have great off piece goblets and hats, both. Okay, yeah, so I would probably go with a hat first. When I had a similar dilemma when it came to codex, I chose hat. Because it was like, do I craft a goblet for my Mavuika or do I craft a hat? And I went with a hat because like, if I just happen to roll HP percent on the hat, at least I could use it on Molani. If I craft a Pyro Goblet, only Mavuika uses that, because she's the only Pyro DPS from Natlan. So hats are more universal. Okay, now this boss. Let's go like this. Hyper Bloom. Novilet. Yeah, crit is best, then attack, and then like ER and EM. You do want like 30 ER at least, but having more, he's a character where having more ER can come in handy. Because if you have too much ER, then what you can do is sometimes use your big burst. So a lot of characters, if they have too much ER, they can't really do much with that. I don't want to funnel my energy. Oh my god, I'm dying. Purina. So yeah, crit and attack are mostly what you are looking for. If you just roll crit and attack everywhere with a little bit of ER here and there, you are happy. EM is decent, but you already get so much EM from your buffers. From like the set, you get 80 EM from the set. You get I think 160 EM from his passive. If you have Inefa, you get more EM. If you have Sucrose, you get more EM. If you have Aino C1, you get more EM. If you have Serenade, you get more EM. If you have Instructors, you have more EM. Even if you only have half of these effects, you're gonna have like 500 plus EM. No, you do 2 mini bursts per rotation. Let's first do this boss. I will show what that means rotation is like. Let's get more balls for Purina Funfair. No billet, it's been a while since I've gotten a billet. Should I play Flins versus the Dragon Lord? If you don't have not clay characters, he will wreck you though. There are some mechanics where you get these elemental shields. I could play Flint's Ororon. Flint's Ororon could legit be better than Flint's Inefa versus the Dragon Lord. Probably not still. You cannot die if you don't destroy his shields now. I would just play... Maybe just Ororon instead of Sucrose. Yeah, that would be the play. Triple Electro. But yeah, Flins. So. First you like go through your team, right? You set up your Electro character, you go with your Aino burst skill, then you go switch to your Anemo, ideally like Sucrose. The enemies, you don't even need to burst with Sucrose. You can, but you don't need to. Yoink. Then you go to Flins. So you press your E, first thing you do, you press your E twice. Then you do like 1 or 2 normal attacks, and then you press your mini burst. Then you just keep hitting. You can do like 4 normal attacks and dash, you can just spam them. When your second skill comes up, you press your skill, then you do a second mini burst, you do like 1 more chain of attacks, and then you switch to the rest of your team. The normal attacks at the very start and the very end are there to just generate more energy. But what matters most is just you press your E twice, right, and then mini burst. And then after the skill comes off cooldown, right, you wait for it to come off cooldown, you skill again and mini burst again. And then you do like 1 more chain, and you switch out. Yeah, the E has a 6-second cooldown, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, 6 seconds cooldown. And the state lasts 12 seconds? $10 seconds. The state lasts 10 seconds, but you the mini burst is 6 seconds cooldown, so you use 1, and then after 6 seconds use another one. And then the other 4, you just kinda do normal attacks to get more energy. My friend is also C0, yes. The only difference at C1 is that you press your E 3 times and not 2 times. You still want to just like within some normal attacks in between. But yeah, normal attacks are just there to generate energy, right? So like at the start, you press your E twice, do 1 normal attack, because this 1 attack will generate a particle, right? So that's why you do a normal attack at the start, then you mini burst, then you do like some attacks until your second E, you press the second E, you press your second burst, 1 more attack string, and switch to your supports again. And when you switch to your Flins, his skill should just be coming off of cooldown.
目を閉じて
Will I be crowning his E? I really like flinch, so maybe. But mostly for style, you know, kinda like my official normal attack. Like it doesn't matter, but just for style, I triple crowned her, so I might double crown him for style as well. It's not really relevant for damage. You go crowned burst, you... Oh wait, I can do this. I'm pretty sure I crafted the books last time, but then I just like forgot about it. So yeah, you craft the burst, you level 90 him, and you are done. Pretty much. The skill is not useless, but it's not all that useful either. It's pretty minor. It's kinda like... Raiden, but Raiden's skill actually buffs your, gives you damage bonus. If Raiden's skill only dealt damage and then give damage bonus, it would be kinda like that. What is an ability that like you do use, but it doesn't do much? Nahida normal attacks. Like, right, you use them but they don't do much. Or like Guoba. Oh, it's kinda like Guoba. That's a good comparison. Right? Most of your Shining's damage is your burst. You max that out and you are good. And Guoba, like, he's there. Hits enemies sometimes. But it's not like the biggest deal. But if you want to max out Shangling, you do max out Guoba. Yeah, that's a good comparison. Time to miss my melt. Let's go! Guoba deserves levels. If only Prince had a cute pet. For his skill.
響け格のね
みんながそばにいてくれるわ
手加減なしよ口封じは任せたからねこの天下で裁く
Did I get a melt? Why am I doing so little damage with these?
せいせいよよ
みんなは俺が
シトラリーリツパパ買おうよ
Whoops. Okay, that was a melt. And I'm pretty sure that melted, but for some reason it just dealt no damage. Oh, that's an L now. That's gonna be Bennett Bear's buff. I want to wait for him to TP, because he will in a sec, right? Yeah. Okay, just a raw melt, no buffs. Okay, this dealt 0 damage. I'm pretty sure he had some damages at the start. Wait. Come on! You can't do this to me now? You can't do this attack. Man, this boss is so annoying. Yo, let's go! Got the polar billet! Easy clap! I knew from the very start. Always billet. I need to have a better strategy for this boss. Should I play like Varesa instead? Overload Varesa or something? I don't need to worry about melt setups. Or maybe let's make it even more annoying and play Mualani. And just when you switch to being a non-believer. We got the co-op achievement for the final of the bosses. Very cute name card, by the way. You got a star card? Nice. I got High Priestess. I got offered Justice and High Priestess, and I picked High Priestess. Wait, let me mark this on StarDB. What were your choices? Okay. So with that, there are only 2 more achievements I could possibly get. TCG and Waste Resin. And these 4 are impossible. And we've done everything else. The Albedo one, so that's High Priestess. Apparently it kinda matters which characters you use. I can definitely imagine using Furina gives you Justice. And I did use Furina. But did I use Albedo in one of the bosses? I have used Albedo in the run. Overall. Dranksit Lali. Okay, so let's grab some artifacts. Not Jungli, but rather Varesa. You have to go buy some stuff. I need to learn the rest of the daily Crystal route. I'm pretty sure Notcry added no new good spots. Because like this place was giga cracked. And I was like, ooh, are they gonna just give us artifact spots left and right? Now? But no. There is barely anything in Notcry. There is a little bit at the Lauma tribe, but like not that much. Oops. If we get a good hat, we'll have a very nice build on our fleets. Nice, nice. We get Jadewing. I'm actually not sure which one is better. If you have a shield, Jadewing might still be better, but it's gonna be close for sure. Vortex versus Jadewing. Ideally, Vortex should be better. It came out later and has a condition. They're gonna be like pretty much the same. Vortex is fun because like nobody else can ever use that. Okay, now we go here, oops. I do wish they would buff some of the old useless weapons. Like Vortex. And the fact that they are still, like, whenever they rerun Zhongli, they run him with Vortex is just like an insult. Doesn't look half bad. Yeah, probably would look better than Staff. Yeah, it looks much better than Staff actually. Staff's like probably the worst one out of all of these. This goes absolutely, this is absolutely fire, the fork. The Symphonies of Sense, that's the best one, man. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Then they switch to Homa? Who are they? Oh, for like Zhongli weapon banner? No, they run him with Vortex. They put him on Homa for trials, but when he has a banner, there is Vortex. Like when there is a Zhongli banner, right? Your fork is the worst. No taste, man. No taste. Oh. Isn't there one here? There is one here. Come on, Chaska, grab it. That's why Wanderer can be better than Chaska for artifacts. Chaska flies too high up. You are a hater. I do like the goofy weapons. I mean, it's not even goofy when you play it on Escoffier. It's only goofy when you play it on other characters. And even then, Jansan and Chevrus, it's not that goofy. Like the two characters where you can actually play it, not for the memes, but it's actually their best in slot. Chevrus and Jansan, it actually looks decent. Jansan also like prepares diets for people and stuff with her training plans. And Chevrus is also a foodie. She has like her fries and stuff. Whoa, Okay, that's probably even faster than grabbing the star in the middle. Don't fall. Do fall now. Don't fall too far though. Man, there are so many games. Oh, where am I? There are so many games coming out, and I don't have like time to even play half of them. I'm playing through Silksong right now, but in less than 2 weeks, we're getting Pokemon Legends ZA, and then there's also Hades 2 that came out. And then I still haven't played Donkey Kong Bonanza. I also bought Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance on sale a while ago, and I finally got the like urge to play it. Which is like way too much. Nah, Black Tunnel sucks. Especially on Zhongli. At least on Chevreuse, if you have like terrible artifacts and you cannot get enough HP to max out your attack buff, at least it does something. For Zhongli it's absolutely garbage. You can really get way more HP than you need on Zhongli. His shield is way too beefy. There is no reason to play an HP weapon. So yeah, I would say that Black Tunnel is absolutely garbage on Zhongli. Just play Favonius. Favonius is the only choice. And it's not good on Chevreuse either, just play HP artifacts if you need to. You should be good even with just 2 HP main stats. Oh, that's rocks. I mean, if any of the spots nearby were artifacts, I would already know about them. Okay, so that's that. Let's visit my pot. My plants are ready. I should build something in my teapot. I always try to take inspiration from other games. I also need more plants. I'm running out. I could go collect plants today. But I didn't want to take like to just do all my builds based on like 1 or 2 games, but like each one on a unique franchise. So my 2 builds that I have actually made, one is based on a shrine from Persona 4, and the other is based on the city from Pokemon Legends Arceus. So I'd like to pick something else, but also like Japanese inspired. And there are a bunch of games I could choose. But I never got this flash of inspiration. Especially because I am not playing all that many other games. This year I have played like 3 games. Outside of the gachas. I played Expedition 33. 100 Line Last Defense Academy. And now Hollow Knight Silksong. And last year I played like Metaphor Fantasio. And that might be it actually. I also need to grab Notcry wood. I need to check where this wood grows actually. The Silver Fir. Also the Pedunculate Oak. Found in the wild. They could at least tell me which island, man. Have I crafted everything from Natlan, by the way? No. I've got 138 of this now. Okay, there still are some, and they still do need wood. So I will craft. I never want to farm this again. What was it? White chestnut. It's super annoying to farm, so I will just continuously convert it. I could also get more Pedunculate Oak, but I should also just be able to farm that. I don't hate farming wood in general. Oh, this transient is just freely usable as well, right? I'll buy books this week. Or should I just buy Mora? Let's just buy Mora. So I'm thinking about the resin. So this will expire, so I can use it whatever I want for whatever I want. I guess we'll just get more mats to ascend my Aino? Can you kill the founding hinder boss in less than 1 minute 30? Hey, we've got this. I need 2 more runs to ascend her. 0 Acquaint Fates owned. I do want to fully ascend my Aino. Aino's the goat man. So let's fight this guy. Or should I keep the... Actually, I should keep the transient for this week. Because what's gonna happen... It's not what might happen. What will happen... My wicked died. I'm pretty sure we can just restart second half then though, right? What will happen is I will forget about the event and I will condense all my resin and then I won't have enough to actually do runs here with pure resin because you need to spend your resin directly. You have to restart first half as well? No way. Do you? Maybe you do actually. It's been a while until it's been a while since I've died in Abyss. So what was I saying? Yeah, I will have 0 resin, I will need to spend 60 for the double rewards, and then I will lose my transient, so I will not just spend it willy-nilly. These unclaimed rewards will be sitting here until the end of the month. Kinda sucks, but it is what it is. Let's get some rocks. I might also want to make the Notcry craftable catalyst. Apparently it can be good in like a Nilu Bloom team for Kokomi.
何をすればいい?
But if you are facing the Tulpa and you have Bennett in your team, it is very easy to die because then he gets vaporized on you. So he deals double damage. So you need to be extra careful about dodging his attacks. They definitely can one-shot you. I wanted to say no crystals here, but we have yes crystals here. So you haven't found the spot that's not activated. You do have Aino, everybody has Aino, so that's impossible. Flames without Inefa is still very strong. If the only thing that is stopping you from pulling Flames is lack of Inefa, then just pull Flames. You will be happy with him. And Aino is literally free. Permanently free. It's not even like an event free. You do own her, everybody owns her. You just need to like step foot into Notcry or something. And then you get her. What are the next banners? There is Nefer. I think there is gonna be an Arlecchino rerun. Thank you very much. KDB 2028, yeah. For the follow. Hello, hello. And there's probably gonna be an Arlecchino rerun, and that's for the others. Do we know anything about them actually? Is there some like... Oh, it's most likely gonna be Furina and Zhongli. And then some of the 4 stars on banner will be Lanian, Yunjin, and Rosaria. They could be like randomly split between the two though. It's not like they're all gonna be first half or something. And there clearly will be more. Sion Furina? Pulling Furina, like if you are looking to buff up, like if you want to pull some characters later on in Notcry, it's probably best to avoid investing more into your Furina, because Furina isn't all that great with our Notcry characters so far. And we are sure to get more lunar reaction stuff. Like, there probably will be characters who do not rely on lunar reactions. Like Varka could just be a regular crit DPS. Or maybe like Alice. Actually, I expect the witches to do some lunar stuff. But yeah, Varka could, for example, be a regular DPS. So for him, maybe Furina will be good. But for all the characters who do lunar reaction damage, Furina is pretty bad. So you would be better off saving for like a Columbina constellation or something than pulling Furina. If you want to buff up your... Actually, who even? If you want to buff up some of your old characters, like your Skirk or something, then it can be okay. But if you want to buff up Skirk, you just pull a Escoffier, not a Furina constellation. Do you know anything about Nefer? We know everything about Nefer. What do you want to know? She's similar to Flames in that she does lunar reaction damage. You build EM crit on her. You play Lauma if you have her. She's kind of... Lauma Nefer is kind of like Flames Nefa. It's even a bit of a bigger deal. Still playable without Lauma. But you really do want Lauma for your Nefer. Then you always play a Hydro character. Usually, ideally, Aino. But like Yelan is also not bad. And then final slot, there is really nothing in the final slot. It's kind of like a Skirk situation, where the final slot doesn't really matter much. You can play Nahida technically for highest damage, but then you have no sustain, because you have like Aino and Lauma, and nobody heals you. So playing like a Baiju, or even a Diona for the EM buff from C6, and doesn't really matter who you run in the final slot. Sucrose is viable, even though Sucrose cannot shred Dendro with Vivi. Just giving like a couple hundred EM already makes her one of the best options for the final slot. And she buffs up your Aino damage. Aino damage is kind of an oxymoron though. Nah, Shiguin Bow is terrible on Diona. Shiguin Bow is only good on Shiguin. And only with cons, really. If you get like a C2 plus Shiguin, then her bow is good. On C0 Shiguin it's not even all that great. Okay, no, nothing. Passage, I think I like going here the most. Because Shiguin's bow just gives you damage. It's not a supportive weapon, so you cannot just play it on a different healer. And it's damage that specifically only Shiguin can get. You need to like apply Bond of Life. To get all the stacks. Actually I can do this. Alright, that's why this is the best path. Whew. I mean, exploring everything in Genshin is just going 100% into playing Genshin. Explore stuff if it gives you joy. Which ideally it should if you are a Genshin player. Wait, all the spots so far have been up, right? Like the final one will be down? I'll go there anyway to double check. So I guess the knowledge that one spot is always down doesn't help me if I'm gonna go to the final spot to double check anyways. Yeah, this one is up as well, so it's gonna be the final one I go to. That doesn't have anything. I could save like a couple seconds. Oops, don't get stuck here. I am gonna also try clearing Dire. Dire Fatui guy with flames. Today? Wait, this is up as well? Which one was down then? Which spot wasn't there? Have I been here? Did I miss one? I might have skipped this one, maybe that was the one that's down. Whatever. Either way I got them all. I did get 8 spots. Let me try. Clearing Dyer. Fatui guy. I will look up if there are any like Varesa clears. Although, even if there are Varesa clears on the first guy, because like we are getting a 20% attack buff for Varesa. But if people do clears with like low cost Varesa teams, it will be like already including that buff anyway, so I'm not gonna have like an advantage. The volcano in Natlan? Or the island? Pretty sure there should be more stuff in the Easy Breeze Holiday Resort. There's a lot of stuff there. So we go Flins, we go Inefa, Aino, level 60, and Sucrose. Oh yeah, there's also the exploration event for Natlan, yeah. For the island. No energy.
暗闇は怖いですか。お静かに暗闇は怖いですか。
防衛モード起動。
I was kinda late on switching out of Flins.
ほら夜ですね。といや目を閉して暗闇は
Oops, I was late
怖い
on
です
pressing
か。
this burst as
掃
well.
除対象。見て虹だよ。暗え。安全距離。
いや
Okay, this time I
お
was
静かに
fast.
目を閉して夜ですね。といやお静かに。さ
交渉は終わりです。バシャバシャついたんだ。6308式ユニット。なら
目を閉してほら死の底へ。といや
We'll get a second shield soon.
さお静かに。と
防衛モード。見て虹だよ。暗え。
Okay, good timing.
目を閉して
Because I just got my
さと
rotation done.
夜分に失礼。
This is good.
お静かに。
Yeah, that was a very good big burst. Yeah, man, that was slick. This is almost a better time than I got on Fearless. Okay, not really. But yeah, this is a very good time. Almost good enough for like the 180 seconds Dyer. 87? If I got C1 Flames, this would be enough for 180 seconds Dyer, like on par. 6 seconds or less. And this C0 Flames, C0 R0, ignore the fact that I have Sinus weapon and ignore the fact that I have C1 R1 in Nefa. But yeah, I could do faster Lauma. Oh wait, I actually couldn't. I couldn't do faster Lauma. Oh yeah, because like there is tech to do a 50-second clear on the second boss with C0 R0 Lauma, but you need Aino for that. You need Aino the goat, and I only have one Aino. That's what would limit me from killing both of these bosses below 60 seconds. But I can't even clear the first boss at all. So that's all like, you know, wishful thinking. And there's nothing I can do. Maybe if I pulled like C6 Yelan and then did like Scare Killan Furina, Escofia. Like if somebody was like, okay, you get $1 million if you do clear this Dyer, what I would do is get C6 Yelan, and this would probably work. Scare with C6 Yelan. But yeah, I need to get back more money than I would spend on this. Otherwise, it wouldn't be worth it. Target locked on. I love how when you plunge boars, they like pew fly up. Okay, that was nice. This is the Flynn's shield boss though. I'm pretty sure you can clear dire with C0R0 Flynn's even without Inefa. And yeah, here we got a very fast clear. 15 oculi. I've got 17. But you have the thingy, you have the gadget. Like you know where they are. You don't need to guess or anything. You can use your Luna Treasure Compass to show you all of them. You need to go on each island separately and press it there, because it only shows you the stuff on the island you are on. So there are 3 islands, you need to press it 3 times. You did? I'm pretty sure it should show every single, because there are a few chests that it doesn't show. Oh, you know what could be? You know what could be a thing? You just gave more to the statue. You probably just gave 2 to the statue extra, and they're in the statue right now. Is that the case? Because if you actually grab them all with the compass, then if you own 15, 2 must be in the statue. I don't think there's any other option, because it should show you everything. I think. Wait, how many sigils should I have? How many Notcry sigils left over? Do I have every single chest? No, 229. I have everything. Okay. So yeah, 17 oculi, and then 229 Luna sigils. The flags are usually Mora stashes? Usually, but they can also be challenges. You should also get the Mora. Mora's good. Oh, I should put all of these into my... Wait, do I have everything, by the way? 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8... Oh, we are missing 159. Wait, I will look up the ones I'm missing. I'll first make a list of the ones I'm missing. $159. I'm pretty rich and I still appreciate the Mora boxes. 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I'm just missing 159. That's it. Okay, I guess I didn't need a list. Radiant Spin Crystal. And yeah, we got 168, so 159 is at Blue Amber Lake. Huh, okay, let's go grab it. I'm pretty impressed I got everything else though, at the very least. We only missed one. Wood thing in Villa Guitzli? Is it... Is it here? Yeah, there is you need to do the main quest. You explore this place with Chaska. What do you mean, oh? That's the best part of Genshin. I clicked on Notcry and for a sec I thought I was in Inazuma. Wait, this is like right next to the crystal spot. How do I not own this? I go here every time. I go here every day. Haven't finished the Fontaine story? The story also does give Primogems. But yeah, it also gives enjoyment. Like, that's the reason to play Genshin in the first place. Oh, it's here on top of this rock. Oh yeah, and this is the spot that had nothing, right? Must have been this one. Oh, that's not even an artifact spot. Come on, how is this not an artifact spot? Why is there wheat next to this robot guy? Let's grab these two though. Oh, we killed all the rhinos. So sad. Didn't play Genshin's Primogems? But you can only use them... Wait, did they? These have respawned like just now, right? When I was here earlier, they weren't spawned yet. But it's been like 3 days or something since they've last been here. And now they respawned. Like this very moment. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Or I missed them, but I don't think that's what happened. I don't think I did. If your only reason to play Genshin is to get more Primogems, then that's kinda... Why even bother? How does the quest take? Which one? The Natlan one? I have no idea. It was super fun though. Took a while. I think I needed a couple of days to clear it. But you know, streaming for only a couple hours per day. So it's gonna be like 20, but it might be like 10. I'm very slow at clearing quests though. And back then we also had an event at the same time, so kind of the quest and the event were like one and the same. When it's boring, that's the best story in Genshin. Come on, bro. Even if you got spoiled, just seeing it play out with your own eyes will still be great. How do you get the 3rd star on the Crab boss and Lightkeeper boss? Oh yeah, let's check them out. So what was it? The 3rd on Crab was shoot down the crab before it executes its almighty bombardment, so he flies up and spawns the seeds around, right? And you need to bloom them. Well, just like when you were fighting him in Stygian Onslaught. If you have Lauma, you just need to hold Lauma E when standing below him. If you don't have Lauma, apply Dendro to them with like Nahida. Use Nahida's skill on the thingy he spawns, and then apply Hydro to them. You have Lauma? Yeah, so you just hold Lauma E and you clear them all instantly. Like when he flies up, go right under him, you don't need to rush it, you have time, right? If he flies up, you position yourself underneath him, he throws the shrooms on the ground, you hold your E, they all go up and they explode on him. That's all you need to do. And like whenever he flies up, just do that. Lama just one-shots him though. How can your damage be bad? Also, what time? There is no time limit here. No? I don't think there is a time limit here at all. You don't have to go DPS Lama, but you can. You can also go just like regular Bloom team. Don't try to build like... It doesn't really matter how your Creed characters are built, just go Bloom. As long as you go Bloom, like Hyper Bloom, or Nilu Bloom, or Lauma Lunar Bloom. I mean, you don't need Nilu, you have Electro characters. You own Lisa. Furina is fine. Furina is pretty bad. She's pretty cope. Because you cannot really direct her Hydro up. You ideally want somebody who can on-field, like, you know, a Barbara even, right? Somebody who can just like tap the crystals and spawn the thingies on demand. Also like Xingqiu or Yelan are decent, because also like you can direct the hits. Furina is like the worst Hydro that still works. Because there, I mean, she still works, but she's the worst of the good ones, I guess you could say. That's like buying a mystery box but knowing what's inside. If I buy a mystery box and I know that there is a grand prize inside, I will be pretty happy about that. I will take that mystery box any day. Like, yeah, sure, when you open the box and you see, oh, it's the grand prize, I had no idea, that's an even better feeling, but if I buy the box knowing that there's a grand prize inside, I will still be happy about that. And that's the Fontaine story. And this guy... he has an attack where he spawns extra guys, and you just need to kill them. That's it. And the second one, avoid getting hit. There is an attack where he like stands for a sec, and there is like a circle around him. A purple circle, you need to step out of the circle. He just spams it throughout the whole fight. It's not like a single big move. He just does it every, like, you know, once every 20 seconds or something. We could actually go fight Sigurd. I wanted to fight him anyways. You can also throw him into the water, and then he cannot spawn the extra guys. There's a strat where you use Anemo MC. Only Anemo MC works from what I have tried. Nothing else. But yeah, there is a strat where you use Anemo's MC Burst to throw him to get him over water, and then he drowns and dies, and you get all the achievements. Because he can never spawn extra enemies, so... Actually, does it work then? I'm pretty sure it works for the third achievement, right? Because it says eliminate everything before he can act. Maybe it actually doesn't work for the third one. Oh, I'm not 100% sure, because I cleared him normally first. I did try the Anemo MC strat once, but that was after I cleared him. Okay, so I cannot confirm that it works. Actually, let's get some energy versus him. Not burst actually. I want energy. Okay, with this I can maybe use a big burst. Don't die. Oh, it's this attack, right? This circle. You need to avoid this. And then for the enemies, you should spawn them soon. Oh yeah, you first need to like kill him once, right? Oh, so did I get killed just? Oh yeah, so these enemies, right? You just need to kill them quickly. If you just focus them down, shouldn't be that hard. Also, I think if you kill the guy, which might work as well. Not sure if I would have gotten the achievement now, but I think so. It sucks they took out our weekly bosses? What do you mean? Oh, do you mean reputation? Oh, yeah, bounties. Yeah, that's pretty sad. Wait, somebody said that there's extra dialogue for this guy when you fight him with flames. I guess maybe he was like muttering something under his breath in the second phase that I couldn't hear anyways. Yeah, being unable to get the Mora does suck. They did take out a big source of Mora, but I'm pretty sure it was like intentional. People were getting too much Mora from that. And maybe buying the BP less because of that. Now if you want Mora, you need to buy the BP. You don't really feel the Easy Breeze vibe? I mean, I guess doing the quest in autumn, in fall, kinda would take away a bit from the summer vibe, but I don't know, it was summer enough for me. Okay, it is time for the songs. Let's first do something to warm up. Let's go. Maybe Liu. A classic. He looks great with this little guitar. This map is great. And very nostalgic. Liyue is like the region in Genshin that they've liked the most. Because they're based on their homeland. So it also feels like very Genshin-y, very nostalgic. With all the lantern lights and stuff. Sama even weapon good on Sucrose? Yeah, it's okay. But you don't really need the ER often. So might as well play Sackfrax or just TTDS is better. If you are playing her with attack scalers, which you most often do, TTDS is just way better. You can also play like Wandering Even Star. Some 5 stars that give more EM. Ever since they nerfed the EM on the weapon, because it used to just give you like 500 EM or something, then it was actually amazing on Sucrose. Now it's kinda meh. Because you don't really need the ER. If you're playing some weird team where you would need Sucrose ER, then it would be good, but no real teams need Sucrose ER. Oh, I got a goal? They let go too early of the slider? Oh, okay, now I messed up. I guess I don't need to feel bad about the good anymore. Oops. Oh my god, what am I doing now? I missed once and now I'm not focused anymore. Is R1 worth for flames? It is pretty good, but C1 is slightly better. I guess if you have any 5 stars, if you have any 5-star weapons, C1 is better. If you don't have any 5-star weapons and you are playing the not quite craftable, then C1 and R1 are very similar. But you're gonna get Jadewing Spear eventually. Oh my god, I tapped too much. Yeah, so if you have Jade Spear, C1 is better. So you should pull C1 instead of R1. Your Sucrose does lack ER. You cannot lack ER on Sucrose. She doesn't need to burst. If you don't have burst, you just don't click it. It's impossible to lack ER in most teams. Let's do one more song because I kinda was still not too focused. Maybe let's do Inazuma. This weapon banner is also pretty bad. Best to avoid it. Save it for a good weapon banner. Hopefully the Durin one will be good or something. Because next patch the weapon banners will be pretty bad as well. Actually the Nefer weapon is good. Wait, who is Nefer with? Arlecchino? If you have Arlecchino but don't have her weapon, this would be a good weapon banner. Well, otherwise the weapon is not a good static or anything. And then Zhongli Furina will be one of the worst weapon banners in history. So yeah, probably just hold it. We'll get a good one eventually. I want to pull for it because of the drip. If you're pulling for the drip, then you don't need to ask me about that. And the weapon is good. Right? It's not bad. It's just his C1 is slightly better. But the weapon is also good, and then like, if you have somebody else who can use Jadewing, it's freed up, I guess. The Inazuma maps go so hard, man. Okay, we got through the hard part. Okay, let's focus now. Doesn't matter if I get perfect, but it's always nice to do so. Nice! Lovely. This is an easy map to get 100% on. So wait, where were we? What's the Nefer weapon do? Give her a lot of damage. What exactly does it do? Let's check. I don't remember. I think for Nefer the weapon is slightly better than Cons. Because her foster options aren't as good. Low base attack, because he doesn't care about attack. High crit damage. Even a little bit of crit rate, 8%, sure, might as well. After use elemental skill, gain the Secret of Flies effect. Elemental mastery is increased by 80. When the equipping character deals Lunar Bloom damage to an opponent, they gain the Moon of Truth effect. Crit damage is increased by 24%. And when both the Secret of Flies and Moon of Truth effects are active at the same time, the results of both effects will be increased by 50%. So it's 88 crit damage, 8 crit rate, 120 EM, and 36 crit damage. It's just a lot of stats. But for Nefer only, pretty much. I guess you could play this on DPS Lauma? It's only for 4 seconds though, no, it wouldn't even work for DPS Lauma. Isn't Golfing any good on Flames? Yeah, it's decent. If you can squeeze out extra big bursts, thanks to the ER it gives you, then it will be better than 4 stars. Because if you just play Engulfing, but all you do is 2 mini bursts every time, and that's it, then it's kinda meh. But if you can sometimes squeeze in a big burst, and still get the 2 mini bursts, right? Get a big burst first, and then still do 2 mini bursts, because you get so much ER, then that's pretty good, yeah. Herbal looks cool. It's like a pyramid. So I think Engulfing is like his 4th or 5th best or something. After like... Because further Sig, then Scarlet Suns, then some of the other good pole arms are like Jadewing, Vortex Vanquisher, Homa. And I guess then it would be Engulfing after those? After the crit ones? Yeah, probably something like that. Okay, time for the ones that we haven't perfected. Enough warm up. I got it! Okay, now just don't mess up. Easier said than done. I knew I didn't need to practice this. But 1 second intro. Nice. I was watching the progress bar here, because when you get 100%, that means you got everything. So I was watching it like go up. It was like 98 before the final side. I'm like, is this? Did I get everything actually, or did I miss something? Need to finish the Molani tribe quest and start the Kinich tribe quest. Man, that's like all the best content. Okay, there is one song left. I have been in this place before, in this spot before, where my only song left was Polumnia Omnia. I only got it after 2 more expansions, because Polumnia Omnia was my only song left. Even back when they added like the first or the second Natlan, I think. Yeah, when they added second Natlan, Polumnia Omnia was already the only one left for me. Then they added the encounter, and I finally got that one, so now it's only Shiguin. First quest was funny? Yeah, it was cool. Then was Reset, Citlali was A. Wait, Citlalis was... Wait, shoot, what was Citlalis? Is this the one where she gave us the keys, or actually... Or was that in the main quest? I don't even remember what Citlalis quest was. Oh, the paint one! It was fine, yeah, but it was not memorable. I could not tell you what it was about. Without you reminding me. Paint sneaking quest. Molani was about the guy who went exploring. Kinich was about Enjo. And the ancient rites thingies. Because the Yamkasor was angry, the fat guy. Shilon was about the poor little girl. Chaska? What was Chaska about? Was it about the poachers? Or was it something else? Did I just get a good? I'm not sure. I'm probably upping too much. Oh no, Chaskas was about that girl who made like that flying island. But why did she make the flying island? She was mad at some people in the tribe or something. Cause there was a guy, oh I messed up. There was a guy who couldn't fly and then like he was sad and then like his mom made this island and was capturing Saurians. Oh, I messed this section anyways. But I don't remember the motivations of the villains really in that quest. No, Vegas was about Shabalanka. Yeah, the jetpacks. Oh yeah, they were extracting like phlogiston from the cuckoosaurs to make jetpacks. Because they couldn't ride them. Yes, that was the motivation. Like that's why they were capturing the Saurians. I was like, why were they capturing Saurians in the first place? It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. And yeah, Chaskas was about the fact that she's like too old and her friends are dying. And then there was this like one girl who had like paint magic. And then she passed the paint magic to Citlali. And the disciples of the paint girl didn't like Citlali. Because they were like rivals or something. Okay, we failed in the second song, but I got the Dihya one. Only Shiguin left. Let me do Genshin as well. Yeah, rivals but also friends. They were like frenemies. Way above 2.7. That's Mavuika. It's really bad to pick Mavuika because there are a few Pyro characters released recently. It's a claymore from the clan. That's Kinich. I can say whether pyro slime tastes better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs. This is always Shangling. Yeah. Arrows. Wait, who is this? I know this. The 3 arrows. Is this like Chaska? Or is somebody Electro? Or is it like... Yae. I want to go Chaska or Yae. Anybody else? Could it be like Sinnoh? I think I'm gonna go Chaska. No, I don't think it's Chaska. Yeah, it wasn't Chaska. Oh, it's not arrows. It's like an impact. So it's not what I was thinking in the first place. Sure, so it's not gonna be Yai either. It's 1 arrow. I thought there were like 3. Who is it then? Maybe Sethos? Subjugation Koko Sendo. Oh, that's Sarah. Yeah, this is the thing. I was thinking of this at the start, but it was not it was Sarah. Yeah. What I was thinking was it was Sarah. If I said Sarah, I would have picked her first. But again, I knew isn't quite right. Blue heart. Higuin. No. Bomb? Blue heart bomb? I know. Cryo? Alloy? Dance? Eula. Oh, because blue heart means cold-hearted. I kinda didn't know what the blue heart was supposed to mean, and only now I understood. But yeah, she dances once in her trailer. I do remember that one. I know what I wanted to do for these quiet days where there isn't much happening. Oh yeah, we have the Klee event to do as well. But yeah, for these quiet days where not much is happening, I would like to watch every single Genshin trailer. Not like all the ones, but like one for each character. The animated ones. The combat trailers, I guess you could call them. And rate them on like a tier list. I feel like that could be pretty cool. Did we restart on fail? What have you failed? It's always Shuei! It was Shuei pretty recently. It was Shuei like last week or something. Shouldn't have failed. Skill issue. Quantum way above 1.6. So it's like Tribi. Or Castoris. It's not Amphorius. Oh, it's Archer! My man. The most annoying thing about idiocy is that you can't explain it to an idiot. That's ratio. What is this? Is this a paintbrush? Is this Hanya? This looks like paint, no? It's not Hanya. Then what is it? I'm looking at this line because I don't know what this tool is supposed to be. Is it like a sword? Or what if it's Shuei actually? Okay, it's not. It's like a knife. Is this Moze? And then this is supposed to be blood? Ninjutsu rides above tumbles. Oh, so it is paint. It's just another character who paints that I forgot about. I was kinda right. But also pretty wrong. Fly. Fly? What? Who's a fly? Who has connections to flies? Insect, bug? Maybe it's like bug as in they're like a spy. So maybe this is like Moze. Because he's a spy? Wing? Sunday? Robot? Shui was a Cycrane once. In one quest, so she can fly sometimes. Wait, fly robot? Don't think the Spark doesn't fly. Oh, Firefly is an insect. Oh, it's fly. Oh. Sure, I kind of forgot she's a character. She's barely a character. Okay, nothing in common. Let's go Anton. Oh, nice. Easy Anton. Sometimes it will be Anton. When you have a consistent flowchart, you will sometimes get your result early. Without first going through like all the hints. Okay, so yeah, that is the Klee event. But before that, I will go take a quick bathroom break. So don't go anywhere. I will be right back before one final game of this. Okay, I'm back. This is your current Flynn's build. Let's check it out. So for now, level 80 out of 80, you want to ascend him, level up his burst, then level him to 90 in that order. Skill can stay, you don't really need to get it any higher than this, unless you just want to max him out for like the cosmetics really. And yeah, Vortex, one of the better weapons on him, because he does get the full effect. Also, extra shield strength, it does help. It's not nothing. If you don't have any extra sources of shield strength, it's just 20% stronger shields. If you do already have tenacity, oh you don't, but yeah, if you already have tenacity, then it'll be like slightly less than 20, because it's like additive, but yeah, it's something. And then you get 40% attack, and 49 from the passive, that's a lot of attack. So yeah, attack overload. Not having attack subs actually not much of an issue here, because you already have so much of it. Some EM subs could come in handy, but it's not like a tragedy that you don't have many. Would be nice to have more though. 57 crit rate with the set bonus will be 87 to 193 crit damage. I guess okay, considering your weapon doesn't give you any crit. You'll also be getting a tiny bit more crit damage from the Ascension. 0 ER is a bit of an issue though. You do want some. Also, you only have 2-piece Knight. Oh yeah, because both of these are off pieces and you like craft one. This has 4 crit rolls. Crit is best, yeah. There's 3 crit rolls, 1 EM. But you definitely need some ER. For your Flynn's. And yeah, probably keeping the Goblet crafting a hat will be best. This rolled pretty well into the crits. Neither of them has any ER, and that's also kinda sad. But yeah. You do need more energy. You don't need much on Flynn's. You can get away with less than people thought you could. But you do need some. You do need like 20. I really wouldn't go below 20 and ideally 30. Reshape the feather? No, never. The feather is pretty bad to begin with. Like it's a kind of a trash tier feather even if it did roll all crit, because like it's a 3-liner with only 2 good stats on a character with 5 good potential stats. Right? If you have like Skerk, where only 3 stats are good and you have 2 of them, then that's kinda okay. Right? Because only double crit and attack are good. For Flynn's, ER and EM are also good. So this is 2 out of 5 good stats possible. And then it's a 3-liner. And then it's not even high rolled. Yeah, it's just a terrible piece altogether. So it's not that you shouldn't refine it because it's good enough. You shouldn't reshape it. Not because it's not good enough, but because the piece is just not good enough to waste a feather on a dust. But then you Goblet Force Skerk from this domain. Oh, that's pretty nice. Oh yeah, man, this is perfect. It is 8 good stats, and all rolled pretty high actually. Almost every single roll is a high roll. This would have been like 50 crit value. If it rolled, if instead of attack you rolled crit, it would have been 50 crit value. And attack is pretty much just as good. This is absolutely insane. Yeah, Giga Goblet. Too bad it's not for Flynn's. I mean, it wouldn't be onset for him either. So I guess it doesn't matter who it's for. Could be onset for Inefa, if you play the Serenade on her. And then Aino on Instructors. Okay. It doesn't matter at all. You could get a feather that's not a 3-liner. Or a flower that didn't roll into defense %. Oh, and that sword also gives you more crit damage, yeah. If anything, you want more crit rate, not more crit damage. I can actually talk with her. Maybe we should. But yeah, because you do get 15, so this is 91.8. You get Cryo Resonance, but that's it, right? So if anything, you should focus more on getting a tiny bit more crit rate and not more crit damage, because you already have 240 to 91, 92 crit rate. Whether the Dogo fan joins the party? Absolutely, my current goal is to support Ematol and spread the word of the Spark Knight's might. And of course, that of the Dogo's cuteness. I really hope Durin can make Klee viable again. Because there is like really no reason to play Klee over like Mavuika Arlecchino, even Hutao. She's better than Yoimiya though. That's so sad. My two favorite pyro carries are the two worst pyro carries. Oh, wait. But if Durin gives buffs, like if Durin specifically gets stronger with Klee in the team, that's one like reason to play Klee. Also, if Durin gives Death Shred, it would stack well with Klee C2 Death Shred. Overload Klee is coming. Leading color from Escoffier and using Favonius. Yeah, that can be nice. Although, it's probably better to stick with Queller and just play even more ER if you need to. Because like, by putting Favonius, you lower the rest of your team's energy requirements. That's like the upside. But Skerk doesn't even have energy, and your Hydro characters, or like your Furina and whatever other slot you have, they don't matter. They deal less damage than Escoffier. Whether you are playing Furina Dahlia or Furina Yelan, their damage is kinda whatever. So it's better to put everybody else on Fav and then just funnel the particles to Escoffier actually. I feel like out of all the characters in your team, Escoffier should be the last one to switch to Favonius. But it's not like horrible. It doesn't matter all that much. The most important thing is to get your burst up on time so that you can Furina burst, Escoffier burst, get the healing, get the damage buffs. But yeah, if you have to sacrifice like Furina damage and build more ER and have a bonus on her, and then funnel the particles to Escoffier, that's better than sacrificing damage on Escoffier. Just slap her on Fav. And maybe even Fav plus ER Sans. And then also Tenacity 4-piece to buff Skerk more. Best piece on Furina but no use. Give them to Escoffier instead. Yeah, like this. Oh, I guess we would lose ER, so that's bad. The hat would be an upgrade, yeah, you could give the hat to Escoffier. That would be like one upgrade. From 0 ER to +9. But yeah, you wouldn't want to change this, and these are like kinda the same. This is 5 crit rolls. This is 5 crit rolls. This is more crit rate, so it's better, because you need crit rate more. Actually, it's kinda close, you also get the +15, so it's kinda a pretty even ratio. I think you maybe like the crit damage. But yeah, the hat. You could upgrade the hat on Escoffier. Might as well switch the feathers because you would get more crit rate. And put her on like Tenacity. It's just 1/3 Polish, 1/3 German, 1/3 English. My Twitch is like 80% English, 20% Japanese. Yeah, I don't really watch any Polish streamers. You're ready to complete the new AT. You didn't get the 4 extra character buffs this time. You were scared honestly, but cleared it somehow. Very nice. As long as you have a couple strong characters for the bosses, and then you manage the others well, to just like utilize reactions to clear the easier waves with your garbage characters. Then you can do it even without much investment. You took your friend C1 R1 flames? Only C1 R1? Should have found the C6 R5 flames to borrow. Not like you need more than C1 R1 though. But yeah, the lunar stages were easier than I thought they would be. I guess the main difficulty is that you just need to manage your characters better because there are more stages to clear. C1 Flint is probably better than C6 Raiden, yeah. As long as you do have, like, there is the limitation. Flint is kinda meh in theater, because his damage falls off greatly if you don't have Hydro. But even without Hydro, he would still be okay. Although probably worse than Raiden. Probably worse than C6 Raiden without Hydro. If we ever get like a Electro but no Hydro theater. Or if we have a theater like this one, but you don't have any Hydro up in your team, because you used up all your Hydro. That's why I'm planning to invest 10 million Mora to try and mass produce this tabletop game to make it more popular. Sorry, how much Mora? Oh, you're an ordinary fan, that's for sure. But we have to wait until the game's trial is over to collect feedback from all our players. Then, with further refinements by the actual developer, Ematol will make sure it's easy to pick up and fun for everyone. How does she have 10 million Mora? Pretty sure that's supposed to be a lot in Universe. Even for a player it's a lot, I only have like 20 million. About the Dokos and their in-game opponents. Yeah, I was curious too. Oh, just where did Ematol get her inspiration? I mean, I know this. It's from a previous event where Klee was fish blasting. Yeah. Oh, it's... Oh, so the colors! Okay, the Doko colors are supposed to be me, Kaya, Lisa. And then Klee probably, right? Chris got other friends besides us though. I know, but these are just the ones we have for the trial. We've got plans for Master Jean, the Helper in White, Mr. Albedo, Miss Amber, Miss Yula. The list goes on and on and on. Oh, Paimon gets a Dodoko too. Wild Shape, Paimodoko. As for the opponents this time, they were all designed by Ematol based on intel that the expedition team sent back. She referenced the monsters and foes they found in Not Cry. Wait, what? Oh, the big bosses. Okay, yeah. The big bosses are not Cranian enemies. It's a mysterious faraway place that none of us have been to, that's why it's perfect as a setting for an adventure. And the future adventure could be in another world. Genshin 2, please adventure. Is the Moonsword usable on anyone? I went through all the characters and the best I could come up with was Reverse Melt Kaya for the new weapon. But also I'm pretty sure, because like this weapon can have refinements, but we don't get them for free, right? Because everybody looks at this and they're like, oh, if you R5 it, it's so much damage bonus. But you don't refine it. Like how do you, like right now it's impossible, and I'm pretty sure it will just be a gacha weapon. We'll just have to pull for it like next patch or something. And yeah, some people are like, oh, you can play it on Burst Skirk, but Burst Skirk isn't really real. Just like, yeah, nah. Spiral, people are playing this on so many characters, just because it looks good or something. Yeah, out of these characters, the only characters who can actually deal burst damage are like Kaya and Skirk, but Berserk is just not good, yeah. Just play Finale of the Deep. It gives you so many stats as well, because this is like, yeah, sure, this is like 2 goblets worth of damage bonus for burst only, but Finale of the Deep is not much worse. It's got like the same stat line, right? The same stat line here. You can actually R5 it, and this 24% attack and then 300. How much would 300 be for a Skirk? Wait, when you have... You have Skirk who has base attack 359, and then you play this. So it's 359 plus 565. So this would be like 30% attack. The 300, right? That's like 50, over 50% attack. And like, sure, it's a bit less than a 100 damage bonus, but it works for everything. Not just a single burst. So this is much better in practice. If you already were playing a burst-only Skerk for some reason, you can put this weapon on her. But only if you actually refine it. Without refinements, it's half the stats. So it's not 2 goblets, it's 1 goblet worth of damage bonus. So the 1 sun's worth of attack from Finale of the Deep would be just as good, really. And then you shouldn't switch to a burst playstyle because of this. So Kai is the only character who like always deals mostly burst damage. Also his burst is pretty cheap. It is 60 cost. So he doesn't get like the full effect, but he gets most of it. Because there are like 3 breakpoints. There's like the 60 as well, and then you get 16. So it'll be 50, 52. What even is this weapon? You get it from a quest. In Not Cry. But it's not really playable on anybody right now. Maybe it'll be good for Durin or something. We'll have to see. But it's way overhyped. And you can see like the Spiral Abyss stats here that they have here. There are way better weapons that are played on fewer characters. But yeah, on most of them it's absolute garbage. On Kai it's actually good. On Skerk it's sometimes playable. Everybody else here is terrible. Yeah, Durin is probably gonna be either skill or burst damage, but it's just like 50-50, whichever one they feel like. Nice shadow. Kinda low poly though. It's still moving even though the game is paused. Okay, there was one more dialogue here. Last time we met was... It has been a while. Last minute we ran into some trouble while running a strike at shelter, but thanks to your help and Miss Rosaria's support, we pulled through. If you haven't done that event, what does she call you? Because there's no way she would call you the Cat Whisperer then. We never interacted much with cats before. Might cave on Nefer. I'm just gonna go C0R0 Nefer. The cat stopped disliking me. I'm just returned to Monza. Now I'm tidying things up to reopen the shelter and get things up and running again. I remember. You're on the Furball Fortress. That's the one. Snowball, Bunny, Dustball, and Dope, all miss you. If you have time, come visit us. Do they still exist? How has Sir Pouncelot been? Oh, can we have him in like the teapot? I'm pretty sure. What one for Nefer not her sick? Probably the craftable from Not Cry. So yeah, Black Marrow Lantern always solid. It gives you 48 Lunar Bloom damage and 221 EM. She does not care for low base attack, so she doesn't mind that it's a 4-star. And just high EM and 48% Lunar Bloom damage bonus, which is nice. Aside of that, I don't think any other weapons really do much. Maybe like some of the EM 5-stars. This gives you damage bonus, which is useless. Yeah, that's kinda bad. Because damage bonus is a useless stat, attack is a useless stat. So you want things that give you anything other than attack and damage bonus. So you want crit and EM, right? Those are the 2 stats you want. And you don't really get that combo all that much from other weapons. So I think that the craftable is gonna be like second best. Maybe I'm like missing something from these guys, but yeah, I don't think any of them really do much. No Wandering Even Star? No, attack is worthless, and you don't want to buff the rest of your team. She is the character who gets buffed. You don't care, and like nobody in her team wants attack either. Lama doesn't want attack. Aino doesn't want attack. Nahida doesn't want attack. This card, it only gives attack. It's absolutely garbage. Nefer is the worst DPS to play this on in the game. Because it gives you attack and damage bonus. Those are the two stats that are worthless. It's like worse than on Nuvilet. Because at least Nuvilet gets damage bonus. Right? Nefer gets nothing from this. 0 stats. Her, Aino, Lauma, and Nahida? Yeah. You can cut Nahida if you want a sustain. You could also replace Aino with a sustain with like Kokomi if you wanted to. I mean, Skyward is usable on some other characters, just not on this one. You picked the worst possible character to play this on. I mean, the issue with this is that the Witch Sith exists, right? So for any DPS, the Witch Sith will always be better, but it is like will always be better in theory, but it can be annoying in practice where you have to reset for. Sometimes you have to reset for the good buffs, so if your character cannot use all 3, then it's kinda annoying. But yeah, it kinda outperforms all the like mid 5 stars. And then for HP scalers, I mean they don't even... For HP scalers it's not even an option. Yes, if it goes anybody. You said if it's finally playable on someone, so I thought you meant the new Catalyst characters who do not scale with attack or damage bonus. But yeah, it's not really great. It's not the best insult on anybody. But it's playable sometimes. I mean, on DPS you play with Sith, on supports you play TTDS, you play Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers. That's kind of the issue. We also have like, yeah, the supportive catalysts are too good. And even Wandering Even Star, or sometimes even the Inazuma one Hakushin Ring. You can buff your team, which is better than getting stats yourself on a sub DPS, usually. Last Players was good if you remember? Not really. It's also kinda worse than Witch Sith almost every time. You can also replace the Dendro slot with a sustain. If I were to play Nefer, or like when I get Nefer, I'll probably just play her with Baiju. So Nefer, Aino, Lauma, and Baiju. Also, if Aino is taken with Flints, because there she is more important, I would probably just play Kokomi and then Nahida. Yeah, probably that. But if Aino is free, then Aino Baiju. And you can also do Kirara, and you can also do Yao Yao. Just like progressively getting worse. If you try for Nefer, are your chances of getting Columbina be affected? If she's as early as Luna 4, so like 6.3, then maybe. If you spend all your primos in Luna 2, and then you lose your 50-50 in Luna 3, could be rough if you get like max unlucky. Yeah. Just don't get max unlucky and you'll be fine. Okay. Oh, they got him early? Oh no, Oculi. We are getting more Oculi per region. With each region. Okay, who are you fighting? Sparkalope, the one where my teammates actually need to read the effect. The thing with Nefer is that if you already have Lauma... whoa. You can just play Lauma Bloom teams. They're not gonna be like much worse. Llama is gonna be better than Bloom teams, but not by like all that much. Oh, he juked me. Oh. You definitely don't need Nefer. Could you use Nefer? Sure. But do you need her? No, never. I mean, you don't need any character. Actually, stun the boss. Let's go. My teammates aren't so good about this though. Oh no, like how did he do this, man? How did he put the boss in the only place where he doesn't get stunned? Come on guys! They're like trying on purpose to not get him stunned. Okay, it's finally me. I can even prepare the bombs first. Then he gets stunned, then we explode him bigly. Okay, finally. My god, they were like trolling so hard. You don't really get much rewards, yeah. Oh, he didn't take any damage. I don't think I took any damage either. Yeah, least damage taken, so I did not take any damage. 2900, that's a lot. If I got this much yesterday, then I wouldn't... Or like, last time. I mean, I would have been capped by points anyways, doesn't matter. But you can almost get 3k if you play well. If you're not having fun in Genshin, it's free to it's fine to just take a break. Don't force yourself to play. But yeah, you don't really get many primo gems here. This is like what, 180, 210, 240, 270, 300, 360, 420 primo gems. Yeah, it's like 3 pulls. Less than 3 pulls actually. Kinda depressing when you think about it. They even give you 2 pulls, man. Over like 5 days or something. What an event. And then it gives you Mondstadt books as well. Which also you will not use for anything nowadays. Oh, this animation is so cool. He goes to the lantern and then reappears back. One cool thing about Genshin characters is that after every single normal attack they have like a different recovery animation. And sometimes it can be pretty cool, like this spin. And like you will never see this normally. Him throwing the spear away to the side, you never stop after a second normal attack. Okay, this one is simple. Are they the same when you press E? Yeah, it's pretty much the same attack. Your band and fish aren't maxed, oh. Yeah, then you do have some use for the books. As somebody who plays every day since 1.0, then they are not much use to me. Because all the characters from monsters I wanted to max are already maxed. Yeah. Would I try Vortex Flints if I get the perfect pieces? No, it's just worse than the other weapons I have. It's not bad. Like I said, it's a fine option, but first I would need to level this. It's not leveled. Then I have an R2 Jadewing, which already should be better. And then I have stuff. And also there is Homa, and also there's Engulfing. Yeah. Hey, see Amolonek? And also my EM sounds are kinda popping. EM sounds are pretty playable with stuff. And Engulfing looks good. Yeah, if I were to play for Drip, I would probably be using Engulfing out of these. It looks pretty decent. Calamity also matches his hair. It's not bad. The green is out of place, but it's not all that bad for Jadewing. The shape is nice. Homa looks pretty good actually. He does seem more pyro than than Electro after all. Should I run EM Suns with Vortex? No. You only play EM Suns with this because you get an EM to attack conversion. The equipping character gains 52% of their EM as bonus attack. And then more. Up to 3 stacks. You can get like 2 stacks. But you kinda get them like delayed. So if you got crazy good, I mean, if your EM sounds are insane and your attack sounds are pretty bad, then you could play them. EM is not unplayable. It is just worse than attack, but it's not unplayable. If you have like 2 extra crit subs, maybe that bridges the gap. But yeah, you could also save it for Nefer if you do pull for her. If you do end up caving for her. Also, I was supposed to level up this piece. No, wait, there was another one I was supposed to level up, not this one. Didn't they have like better EM sounds? Or maybe I like threw them out or something. Because this one only has crit rate, that's pretty bad. I think I want this piece. It's double flat stats, not double crit. I kinda cope. Surely this is a Columbina piece. HP double crit sounds. Actually, I don't want these to be Columbina pieces. I want Columbina to be a support. Apparently we're gonna get new artifact sets in Luna 4. It's still kinda sassy because we don't even have Luna 3 like reliable leaks yet.
Yeah.
I mean we have some like early Durin info. So it's kinda sassy but might be true. Would make sense if Luna 4 had a new artifact set. And then that could be the Columbina set. Because if she's a sub DPS, like for sub DPSs in Not Cry, the off-fielders, there isn't really a great set for them. Because the Silk and Moon Serenade is just a support set that you play on the character who needs their set the least. You slap this on Aino and call it a day. Now, if Columbina has like her own set, then you would play Serenade on Inefa or Lauma.
Yeah.
What's the best build for Lisa? Probably just Lisa Hyper Bloom. Play Flower Max Max EM and Flower of Paradise Lost. But if you actually want Lisa to be a bit more of the spotlight of the team, then probably just like still go Hyper Bloom but more of a Quick Bloom team. With more Dendro, and then you would just play. What if you go like Lauma Aino, and then you play the Not Cry crit set? Huh. Yeah, that could be interesting. And then you go like kinda aggravate, and then you play Nahida. We don't care about no sustain. We are making a cope team for a cope character, so we don't need sustains where we are going. Is your lowest con? I'm pretty sure Lisa's cons in 2025 don't really matter much. They nerfed C1. It used to be so good, because every time you tapped your skill, you would also get 2 energy, so you could be like no ER on her. Get bursts super easily on field, but then they nerfed it like in Inazuma or something. It was very sad, man. Such a big nerf to main DPS Nefer. To main DPS Lisa. This is useless. I mean, I guess you won't get knocked away. This can be okay. Extra lightning bolts. It especially helps in Bloom teams, because the lightning bolts, like, for the lightning bolts to get unleashed, there needs to be targets for the lightning bolts, and they have a bit of AoE. So if there are Bloom cores around the enemy, the Bloom cores will get targeted, and then the AoE can hit the main enemy as well. So it's actually very nice in Bloom teams. And C6, more conductive stacks, it's kinda whatever. Conductive stacks means more damage from hold E. I'm surprised I don't have C6s actually. I must have already had like Sit and Kaya by now. What about the E armor? What are you coping? What are you trying to do? I guess you do want to cast her burst every rotation, but you will just play Etherlight Spindle Loot. That gives you 45 ER. Not sure if you still need ER Sans. There was a very good Lisa guide on catching mains, and I think it even got updated at some point. There is some big, there's a big Lisa fan at catching mains. At least there used to be. Quick Guide got updated for Luna 1. And then there are like 3 separate Lisa guides. There is an extended guide on Lisa off-field and Lisa on-field. Updated in 5.6. Yeah, Lisa is like the most over-analyzed character here. You should definitely go check out the catching main Lisa guides. On-field solo Electro 30 to 60? Yo, that doesn't sound that bad. Reaction DPS? What is the difference between solo Electro on-field and reaction DPS? Why is this higher? But yeah, Etherlight Spindle Loot might be like good enough. Oh, this is just a character card, okay. So these are not guides, this is a character card. A guide is still this one. It's not as insane, she doesn't have like 3 different. With 1 hold skill, 30 to 50 with solo Electro. And then they recommend a Dendro character, official for... Oh yeah, so you play official for the energy, and then just like some... Ideally a Hydro for the Hyper Blooms. This is gonna be better for sure. And if you do go... Oh yeah, because Thundering Fury... You can play Thundering Fury to get more hold skills. Yeah, sure. Wait, the Luna 1 mini guide. Do they talk about the Notcry set? No, they don't at all. And they said updated for Luna 1, but I don't have any Luna 1 stuff in the guide. Do they at least have any like teams with... Do they at least have Lauma as a support? Okay, they added Lauma here. That's their Luna 1 update, because Lauma is just the new best Dendro character in every team. That's all they did. Oh, they also include Inefa. You could play Electro Charge with Inefa. This wouldn't be that terrible. Although Inefa would be doing more damage than Lisa. But yeah, there is a lot of stuff. This Lisa guide, it has 3 pages. This is a chunky guide. This is like page 1. Page 2. And page 3. It like goes in detail over every possible character you could play with her. We have Barbara, we have Kachina, Xiangling, Fremine. There is a special section for Fremine as a Lisa teammate. I guess you play Lisa for Superconduct. I guess Overload is also an option, but yeah, you kinda want a reaction to carry you, probably. You're going from 1600 purple books down to 500. Oh, because you're building everybody for theater. That's why you want to build your Lisa. I actually read this guide originally, at least part of it. I did build Melissa for Hyperbloom back in the day, and I used her like once or twice. It was fine, but she really needed a lot of ER to make sure she gets her burst reliably. Because if you don't get the burst, you are kinda like stuck doing nothing. Everybody on your account will be built. Good luck with that. You could just put everybody on Noblesse or the Natlan support set on Scroll. Doesn't even matter if they're not from Natlan, you can play Scroll just for 12% damage bonus. Okay, so where was I? I can go grab some extra crystals from Mondstadt. I didn't even need to load because I was already here. Switch my team as well. Oh yeah, we have Jongus already. Oh yeah, because I was farming crystals in... not Cry. Zoom, zoom, zoom. I love zooming jungly. The relevant character rank will be on hold when the Nefer banner comes out. Makes sense, makes sense. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then one of these three. Let's first check these two. Oh, this one is up. So we already know every spot. 2 out of 5. Why 2? One is for child, the other for Yoimiya or what? I'm already here, so I will go to the other spot as well. Grab the one crystal that's there. Yep, crystal. Yep, one for Yoimiya, okay. Makes some sense. I mean, those are the only two characters you would ever play this on. Maybe a basic attack Sethos. But I feel like an assumption that you have not built Sethos 4 years ago, it was a pretty decent one. Considering he like didn't exist and stuff, and also like 5 people built Sethos. I would like to try building Sethos one day, and then use him in theater. Sethos can actually be a pretty decent DPS. Now they have their Sig, well, child has BP, so they don't have their Sigs. If 1 out of 2 characters doesn't have their Sig, they don't really have their Sigs. Okay. I took a very bad route, but we got there. Whoops. Oh, I'm supposed to go gather flowers as well. I need like water-based plants for my thingy. I need the plants that grow in water for the planting box. If I'm gonna start doing full artifact runs for like 100 spots and not just 50, I should pass by Inazuma as well.
ルリ袋という植物は湿っぽい環境を好むため雨上がりに摘むのが風が立つぞ
Would be cool if Yoimiya ever got buffed. I really liked Yoimiya, but she's like one of the... She's a front runner for the title of the worst DPS in the game. As a Pyro character, she can play better teams than Eula, who's like physical. But at least Eula can be played Pyro Plunge with Xianyun. Which is better than any Yoimiya team could ever be, probably. Outside of being like some, I don't know. Could she even be a driver for anybody like relevant? Not really. No, they have new areas added, of course. There are probably gonna be like 1 or 2 expansions to Not Cry. And then... Because like, I think to the south or to the north? There is an island where we have the HQ of the Lightkeepers. This cemetery is only Flince's house. He's here alone. This is not where all the Lightkeepers are. The rest of them are on a different island. And we had like this plot point where like Flince went away to the HQ, right, for something. Actually, I'm still not sure if that was really Flince or if it was Rerir who lied that he's going to the HQ. I think it was Flince himself, though. Hello, Wilson. So yeah, that should come in like Luna 3 or something. Because in Luna 2 we are not getting anything new. But in Luna 3 we should get something new. And maybe like 2 parts after that. Something about Pyramida? I don't know. Is this what the Lightkeeper HQ is called? And also Cerisa's house? Yeah, no. That's probably gonna be like 7.4 or something. Okay, well, let's go with the ores, but first I will actually go here for the plants. Yeah, there is no rush. Some people are so hot-headed when it comes to like, oh, Hoyo needs to add Hoyo needs to add 5 new areas every patch, or I will be like mad and stuff like that. But like, wait, why are these people in such a hurry? Genshin gets so much content anyways, so quickly. I do prefer quality over quantity, because if they rush a region, it will always be bad. Like, do people want more? Buy the harbors? Do people want more of this? This is what happens when they just add an area to add an area. Right? There is nothing here. I prefer if they take their time, but actually put care and effort into each area. There's like 1 chest there. Yeah, I mean, there is like a tiny little bit, but like... I'm pretty sure the chest is like closer to the mountain, but then on the shore there is actually nothing. Like here or something? This is maybe like fully empty. There is something like here. There are like some houses. Okay, there's more stuff here. In the old areas, you could have monsters and people so close together. We can actually get the villagers to shoot at this guy. In newer areas, I don't think this happens all that often. Okay, let's go here now. You may have enough content until the X of the Luna patches. Yeah, even for somebody like me who cleared every single who maxed out exploration everywhere and done every quest and got pretty much every relevant achievement. The rate at which they release content is more than good enough. Especially because in Genshin you can have fun even if you have nothing to do. I can go around and grab plants. Isn't this lovely? I don't mind doing this from time to time. Because after all, when I started playing Genshin I wanted a game that I could like come back to at any moment and have something to do. Okay, that should be enough for the marsh. I will go to the city as well though. Will the Genshin livestream be this week? Yeah, it should be this week. Yeah, Genshin has an insane amount of content, and like, it's not like it's just been a game that's been running for a billion years, like World of Warcraft or something. Genshin's actually like fairly young, considering how much there is to do, because the update schedule is absolutely insane. A major update every 6 weeks, and probably like every other one on average gives a new playable area, maybe every third. Okay, grab that. So every like 2 to 3 months, or like 3 to 4, we get like a new area to explore. Which is pretty insane. That's also good content. It's not like this is just size for the sake of size. Because people will be like, oh, Elder Scrolls Daggerfall has the biggest map ever. But then it's just like full of nothing. Yeah, I really like Genshin. Genshin's definitely a great game. You want the Gamba? Good for you, Mr. Slowpoke. It's been like 2 hours. Okay, shouldn't there be a bit more here? Maybe not. Okay, there's the squads. A random C4 frame in name from Standard. Poggers. One of the better characters to play with Xian Yun and C6 Bennett for melted plunges. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, and even if somebody is not happy, like if you're somebody who's not happy with the rate of expansion of Genshin, your blood boils when we get a patch with no new area, you can just like take a break, right? Explore what there is to do, wait a year, come back, get an entire new region, and main quests and side quests worth of content for free. Imagine playing other games. I don't play other games all too often actually. I've been playing Silksong recently though. I'm still at it. Still in Act 2, just finding more and more areas. Every time I think that I've explored the whole map, I find like another new area that I haven't been to. And I want to explore as much as I can before I start Act 3. Wait, I'm supposed to go this way. Here. The little cave. Here we go. No more Sayu strats. I say this every time, but back in the day, when I played Sayu in my exploration team before Xianyun existed, I would dip myself in the water, then start rolling here. My roll would absorb the Hydro, and then I would destroy this guy's shield with my Hydro skill from Sayu. I'm pretty sure I actually like triple crown my Sayu, or at least double crown her. My Sayu was actually the real deal. Yeah, my Sayu is double crowned. And I played the R3 Gravestone on her. I actually did some Sayu calcs for like how much... This was like before the Genshin optimizer existed. I did like my own calcs to see how much EM and how much crit I wanted on my Sayu. Because she's more complex than other characters. Because of the fact that your burst damage scales with EM as like the base stat, and then you have the swirls. And my Sayu was pretty legit back in the day. Go down.
揺らぐことなし。
I should rebuild my Sayo. Now with the optimizer it's so much simpler. I need to write some special scripts in Python for that. Because I wrote, it wasn't even a spreadsheet, I just wrote an app. It was back before I lost my job even. No, was it? No, wait, she came out after that. Okay, no. My first job, I had like 2 more since then. I got me the Duelist 2 achievements. Yeah, I just finished the final Duelist thingy today. I've got all the... Oh yeah, wait, Duelists are the... Oh yeah, those are the local legends, yeah. I thought you mean the co-op ones, but those are meeting in the Outer Realms. I just did this today. This I've done a while ago. I'm only missing 2 achievements from the ones you can get. I'm only missing the Bounty of the Earth, collect 800 ley lines, and the TCG one. Relay is one of the most annoying ones, or the relay. Defeat Relay while she's using Fusion Nova without being hit by the attacks. Fusion Nova is the move where she like stays in place and then a bunch of circles appear everywhere. What you kinda need to do is just get her to low HP, and then wait until she does the move and then finish her off. That's kinda it. Also you need to make sure you don't get hit by this earlier. But if you can defeat her, you should be able to do this as well. Just gotta be sure to never get hit by these attacks. Get her to very low HP. And just use some bursty ability at the end to finish her off before she can hit you. You can also Google this attack to like see exactly which animation this is, but it's pretty hard to miss. Physics seems underwhelming. It's still a pretty big buff, because it's simple, but it's powerful. It is kinda lame as physics, that is kinda true. But this elevated damage, elevated is a unique damage bonus. So this is straight up 45% more damage. Just deal 45% more damage. And that's a strong constellation. Few constellations give you like 40 damage bonus, like 40 actual damage, and also 10% lunar charge damage for all the team, so buffs enough a bit as well. Elevated is pretty busted. That's not just because you know you can read the like craftable. Yeah, you just must avoid this one skill. You don't need to dodge everything. It's fine if you get hit by an explosive barrel. But yeah, you can have like the craftable, even this one, right? That gives you like, wow, 48% lunar bloom damage, but you already have like 600 or something, right? So getting 48 more is not even 10% extra damage. But this 45 is actually 45. I'm pretty sure Inefa has it as well, no? Oh no, she doesn't actually. Then it's Nefer. Then Nefer has it as well. Yeah. Nefer's lunar bloom damage is elevated by 15%. It's just like the new C6 thing they are doing. So they don't have to come up. Because like, one issue with the high cons is that they need to make them pretty powerful, like the C6s, but they probably don't want to make them too exciting, because people would feel like they're missing out too much. So Elevate is just like an easy slap on to just like, they don't need to worry about the crit balance and whatever. Because usually they would give just like a bunch of crit on the C6s. But then if you give too much crit, then like actually building crit is worse and stuff like that. That's why you don't need to change your build at all. Just get the con, you deal 40% more damage, bam, call it a day. It's probably gonna stay as a C6 unique C6 exclusive mechanic. I would assume. Maybe we'll see it in other abilities. Maybe Columbina can elevate the lunar reaction edge, but I don't think so. I think this should stay Constellation exclusive. Oh come on, I missed.
甘い。剣女盤石。
Where am I going? Here. Looks way better in theory? I mean, it looks exactly as in theory. There is like nothing. It's as simple as it gets. The theory and practice are exactly the same. 45% extra damage on your lunar blooms or lunar charges. You dealt 100,000 damage before, now you deal 145,000. Can't get simpler than that. Never might be the best 6 in the game. What does it even do? The second stage of damage dealt by herself will be converted to AoE dendro damage. Or 85% of her EM. Oh, so extra lunar blooms. I mean, this is a lot of extra lunar bloom damage. But will it really be that insane? I don't know. I feel like Chaska is still just out of this world with her cons. Where's Chaska here? Like instantly fired shots from this. It doesn't even give you any stats, it's just the mechanic itself is so powerful. And yeah, if you look like Chaska gains from constellations, what is this? I'm pretty sure they have some here, right? Oh, I don't know the card, man. I guess quick guide only? Do they have cards for constellations? No, not here actually. Okay. But yeah, this is absolutely bonkers. The reason why, because you know, people will often mention that Chaska and Chiori have like some of the best gains from C0 to C6. Chiori is kind of like more linear, but Chaska, like her early cons are good, but then the C6 spike is so steep. This is like absolutely insane. Actually, she does get stats from this. There's also the crit damage gain. Yeah, okay. She also gets 120 crit damage casually, and like the insta shots. And this also like front loads her damage by a lot, which is also good for a high constellation because you want to be speedrunning. But yeah, all of Never's cons are strong as well. So she might be a contender for some of the best gain from cons in the game as well. There's nothing special about them though. It's just more damage, more damage, more damage, more damage, more damage. Maybe the C6 will get a special animation. Like some extra visual effects. Also, what is the C4 now? Because they moved C4 to base kit, and C4 became... Oh, this doesn't have the updated, right? Because this Verdant Dew gain got moved to her talent. Like, yeah, it's here now. And I'm pretty sure this should be changed to something else. But yeah, this is extra damage. This is extra damage, this is Dendro Rest Shred, and this is extra damage. You play her exactly the same, and it might look exactly the same. So I don't think a con like this has the potential to like... I don't think cons like this have even the potential to be the best. Compared to cons that actually like change the character a bit more. I mean, if you just slap enough numbers, you can always get there. Never plus 2, yeah, and the plus 2 don't really matter all that much. For the Hydra, probably Aino's gonna be one of the best options. Because you can play Instructors on her. Because like in Flint's teams you can play Instructor on Aino and then like Serenade on Inefa. But you can also play Tenacity Inefa and it ends up being like even probably slightly better. Also, you don't need to farm 4-star artifact sets and then like Aino is on Serenade. Right, and then you have Sucrose on Vivi. But for Nefer, there is no Vivi. instead we have Deepwood. So you play like your Llama or some other character on Deepwood. Then you play somebody on Silken. And the final set pretty much has to be Instructors. Right? Because you cannot play Tenacity or anything. Not only would there not really be a great wielder for that, but she also doesn't... Attack doesn't do anything for Nefer. She only scales with EM and Crit. So we want to play Instructors on somebody. And... I know it's the character who loses the least by playing a 4-star artifact set. Because she has nothing to lose. And also, when you actually have the cons, C1 and especially C6, she is the best buffer even in this slot by herself. Even without the fact that she runs Instructors so well. If Final's already used, you probably play... I mean, you probably play like a healer here. I think even like a Barbara is playable. But the issue with Barbara is that you need sack frags to refresh your skill cooldown. And if you don't hit it, if you don't hit the 80%, you kinda have to restart. So it's kinda cope. You can also play like a Komi. Could you even play a Nilu just for the Hydro up? If you have C2 Nilu, she's even like one of the better supports because she gives 35% Dendro Res Shred. The final options are not really all that great. On even the Hydro slots. Furina is like solid up, but the HP drain is more issue than it's worth. Yalan is decent for some personal damage. And her animations are pretty quick. Because one thing about Nefer teams is that they are gated by animation length primarily. So what you wait for in a Nefer team is her skill. Her burst does nothing. Her burst might as well not exist. So it's only the skill. It has a 9-second cooldown and 2 charges. Yeah. So kinda 18-second rotations, but you can go slightly faster. Because your second skill can come off cooldown midway through your rotation. Right? So her rotations can be like even 14 seconds for the first couple of rotations. But the issue then becomes that just her charge attack string, the 3 charge attacks she does, takes up quite a lot of time. And if your supports have animations that take too much time, stuff like Nahida burst that takes 10 years to cast, you actually like, this is time you are losing that you could have spent on Nefer. On Flames, for example, this is not really an issue, because his skill lasts for 10 seconds, and you have 6 seconds to cast your support abilities before you switch back to Flames. Because, you know, the skill is 16 seconds cooldown, 10 second uptime, you have 6 seconds. A bit less than that, because there is some like hit lag and stuff. But yeah, like 5 seconds for your supports, that's good enough. In Nefer, you don't really have time. Like, I mean, any time you spend on supports, you lose out on your DPS. So playing some cope like Barbara can actually be good, because there is like no animation time. You press E, you switch, you never burst. Someone needs to play Deepwood, yes. Somebody always plays Deepwood. So, the best Nefer team in terms of damage will probably be I know Lauma Nahida, but you could even swap the Nahida for like a Sucrose. Just E, give the EM buff. Or actually no, you cannot even get the big EM buff. Or no, you can't give the small EM buff. Yeah, because Sucrose has 2 EM buffs in her kit, you can only get one of them, but the bigger one. Because one buff is whenever she swirls, the element that got swirled gets 50 EM. So you cannot get this for Dendro, but you can get this. 20% of Sucrose's EM, which can be like 200. And this is still better than most characters can provide you. And then you play just like an EM weapon, because you don't care about TTDS. And you would play like Serenade Sucrose. But yeah, most Hydros can be okay. Probably Yelan's gonna be like best. Baiju's gonna be very good. If you want to sustain, Baiju is best in slot there. And you have your C4 Baiju for the 80 EM. Which actually kinda matters. Like, it's hard to get buffs that work for Nefer at all. So the 80 EM from this is actually kinda relevant. Serenade Sucrose is wild. You cannot swirl anything in an effort team. You just press E to give 200 EM and that's it. She's not the best, but she works. If you don't have like Nahida and don't need a sustain, because if you don't have Nahida, you probably just play a sustain. You can play like a Kirara or something, or Yao Yao even. Just like stay shielded. You can play Diona for the 200 EM as well from C6. It's kinda cold, but might be good enough. Diona applies like negative cryo, so it shouldn't really impact your blooms too much. And she lowers charge attack stamina usage, right? Yeah. Although I don't think Nefer consumes stamina in her skill anyways. Might go C2 Nefer. Her cons are pretty strong. I'm gonna go C2 Durin. That's my goal. And that's the one thing that prevents me. I mean, there are two things that prevent me from pulling more on Fleens. Number one, I feel like he's already strong enough. I just did an 86-second clear, first try on Stygian Onslaught, Dire, Fatui guy. Now this is a Fleens shield boss, but I feel like clearing a shield boss, I actually cannot check my Dire records here, because this is my like fearless records. Which I got 86 seconds, I think, on Dire with this team. So, and I'm hitting 500,000 on the lunar charges. So yeah, the Inefa carries the team. He should be good enough for anything that's not like against him. And then I'll just like invest into my Durin. And have like then I will have like Skerk, Fleens, and Durin as my 3 main DPSs for Stygian, and hopefully that will be good enough. I hope next patch I can clear Dire. I feel like even at C0 R0, Nefer Lauma should be good enough for one of the bosses. Then we do Fleens for the mid boss, for the Fleens boss. And for the final guy, I hope I can just perma-freeze him with Skerk. Or that Arlecchino is just broken against him, maybe. But I feel like Arlecchino will just die. A painful death. I'm pretty sure it doesn't consume stamina, yeah. Okay. Thank you everybody very much for watching, but this will be the end of the stream for today. I do have a stream every single day at 8 PM CEST, which is 3 hours before now. You can join the Discord server to get stream notifications and the like. My next Genshin stream will be the day after tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be playing some Star Rail, new Divergent Universe, and also some of the PvP games. The Birds and the Seals. And then there will be 2 more Genshin streams after that, Wednesday, Thursday. So yeah. Thank you everybody, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye bye!